how are you guys making the virtual company concept work? What are the pros that you're seeing? And then I guess what are some of the cons that you're seeing that you're trying to overcome?
I love this question. Lauren, our core values be transparent. So be transparent.
Yeah.
And Lauren laughs. So Lauren, don't. I know if you're giving me like some cover soft sell.
I have like one big positive thing to say, and then I'll kind of move on to the frustrations that I'm sure other people can, completely resonate with on me. But I would say a positive is you learn to be a lot more patient.
I guess the best place to start is why don't you guys tell us a little bit about yourself? I'll let you fight over who's gonna go first.
I will. I'll go first because I want Lauren to build in on a lot of this. But so I'm Matt Tack. This is my business partner, Lauren Ferry, and we are with Traction Real Estate Investments. We also do other things too, but the main thing is Traction Real Estate Investments, which I think is going to get a lot out of this. Is we'll pinpoint on a lot of things, and the 3 E's are going to be are the lifeblood of our company. But I was in real estate, kind of the story on how Lauren and I actually met. Lauren actually moved down here to Florida. Tell him what 2-3 years ago.
Almost 3 years ago, yeah.
Okay. 3 years ago, and I was dabbling into some short-term rentals. We took a long-term position on one of our rentals, and Lauren actually rented from me for a year. So that's how we actually met. Now we stayed in touch with each other. We've become business partners, and now we're accelerating Traction Real Estate Investments with a DBA of Traction Home Offer. So yeah. Anyways, Lauren, take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a funny story. So I had moved down. He was the first person I met in Florida. Actually, I was moving here all by myself pretty much, from St. Louis, Missouri. And then, like he said, we just kind of stayed in touch, and it was bizarre at the time. I was doing insurance, and, I had an awesome team. I was working in Clearwater. And it was I was making great money, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot about selling on the phone, and I learned a lot about like interacting with people, because I was also going into, houses or doing appointments on a regular basis. And, Matt had reached out to me and was kind of like, are you interested in real estate? Like, what do you think about it? I'm looking to add someone kind of like onto my team. And from there, we kind of just talked about it back and forth for a little bit of time. We probably had 3 or 4 conversations before, I ended up quitting my insurance job and being in real estate full time. But then, kind of fast forward, it was basically just like drinking from a fire hose for 4 months straight, of just like unbelievable amounts of knowledge from Matt. And then just like, the people that you're interacting with on a daily basis, whether it's sellers or buyers or both, a vast amount of knowledge is just kind of getting poured into you that you just have to, kind of like retain and try to, kind of understand night over night, and then wake up and do it again. So there was about 90 days plus of that. And then we kind of, mid-year, I would say, that's when we kind of starting to we got good at what we knew should be, kind of pushing the needle forward with the business. And then since then, we've just been fine tuning, I would say, since, mid last year. So that's kind of where the beginning stages started.
Yeah. So Matt, have you always been in real estate?
I have not. So I originally, when I got out of college, so I'm 36. And when I got out of college, I actually lived right outside a suburb of Detroit, Michigan. Graduated from Oakland University, and was an accountant. So I was in finance and accounts payable. Hated being behind a desk, where it just didn't fit me. So what I did was I actually moved to Washington, D.C., spent some time in Washington, D.C. being with a Fortune 10 company called Accessory. We did project management, loved it. Still was behind a desk, was with a lot of really great people. I love their business model, which I've incorporated a lot of what I learned within Accenture into our small business model. Accenture's like fractured up. It's a large Fortune 10 company, but it's fractured up into like smaller units. And we kind of adopted that and into our current businesses right now, both in my capital group and then also in my in Traction Real Estate Investments, our company. So anyways, I was in DC for about 4 years, then migrated to Florida. My wife and I got married right at the end of 2012. And then we migrated to Florida and Tampa, which is probably, I mean, I call it God's deliverance, but I mean, man, this is God resides in Tampa, Florida, man. I'm telling you, it's amazing.
I love Florida, man.
Dude, it's unreal. Where are you located at?
I'm in New Jersey, but I'm
New Jersey.
We just went into the Florida market, and right now, fingers crossed, I'm batting 1,000 every time I come down and take a deal down. So
I love.
Yeah, I love going down to Florida, man. If she's not listening, if my wife liked Florida, I'd move us down there ASAP, man.
Dude, it is amazing. I think Lauren thinks the same thing. So we've been here for about 9 years, but in 2014, I was at some crossroads. Honestly, I was at a really low point in my life, trying to navigate next steps. I was in the sales industry that I really didn't like. The consulting piece had dried up a little bit, and I had to make, from a crossroads, I just had to make a decision. We bought a house with an accessory structure in it, and I was like, I think I could hack this thing. And little did I know that was the first conception of entrepreneurism and understanding arbitrage. And so what we started doing was building out accessory structures behind single family residents. So I converted tiny houses, I converted garages. We scaled it up to about 12 Airbnb listings on the management and own side. Hence where I met Lauren. We had done one in St. Petersburg, which is this cool eclectic area in what they call Kenwood. So we had converted a garage apartment and then run it out the front side.
So is that what accessory units are, like those attached pieces or ancillary parts of an establishment that you converted into living spaces that you then made cash flow out of? Is that kind of what it is?
Exactly. So they call those ADUs, accessory dwelling units. They're informally called like mother-in-law quarters or mother-in-law suites.
In-law suites.
They're more common in like more urban areas, obviously, like New Jersey, if you're in New York, New Jersey, or whatever. They're more common in those areas. They're not where they're doing like newer developments. They typically don't offer you the option of doing ADU. It's more concentrated on a micro metropolis area, or not micro metropolis, but more density. And so I found that from an ADU perspective, we just started doing that. So that's basically how it is. What's really, really cool about those is that you typically can rent those out anywhere from $2 to $3 a square foot, depending on the market. And whereas before COVID, I should say, because a lot of rental units are renting out from anywhere from like $2 to $250 a square foot now, you're like, it's gone gangbusters. But those things typically rent out. If it's a 600 square foot apartment, you could rent those things out for like $1,200 or $1,500 a month, right? So the more micro you get, you're almost renting it out for like New York City rates, where 600 square foot, maybe not quite New York City or Washington D.C., but I'll tell you what, Tampa rents are getting there. So I wish I held on to a lot more of them, didn't sell them off.
I bet you do now. The way Florida's going.
It's gone gangbusters. But yeah, that's what that is. It's they're called ADUs, accessory dwelling units. And man, I worked on those for about strategically for about 3 years. And then decided to scale up into multifamily. So our capital groups predominantly invest in multifamily, and then in some industrial, and then we do land entitlements as well. Okay. So yeah. So anyways, ADUs.
So you went from doing accounting for several years, then you transitioned over into real estate, and then specifically you found this little niche focus in ADUs. AUDs or ADUs?
ADUs, accessory dwelling units.
Gotcha. So you found that, but you mentioned something that is important. You said that you hit a low. Now, obviously, you don't have to go into like very specifics of what that low looked like, but there must have been a transition period from accounting to this real estate side. What were some of the things that you learned, right? This is the knowledge portion. This is where, what did you pick up that helped you maybe get this momentum, snowball effect that you started building these assets up? How was your transition from being in the insurance game, going into real estate? You mentioned that you had this 90-day build-up or runway where you just constantly getting this knowledge basis, right?
Right.
There also is this, did you have any downturns or slopes down where, hey man, like, wow, I don't know if this is it, if this is going to work.
Sure.
What was that kind of experience transitioning?
So my experience was, it was just like you said, or just like I had mentioned, it's 90 days. And that 90 days, there wasn't a ton of like retaining a lot of information going on. It was just being a sponge, receiving information. So I would say like you receive, you know, for 90 days straight. And then, you know, after those 90 days is when you can kind of take a deep breath and be like, okay, what did I just learn? Like, let me kind of, you know, and every night you would like kind of sit back and be like, what did I learn, you know, today? But for me, it was always like, I was consistently, I felt like I was just going up, 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 up. You know, it was never like, oh, I plateaued or, oh, I'm not liking this. It was just like, okay, well, how do I master this? How do I get better at this? How do I like really figure out how I'm going to capitalize on learning all this? So, you know, I realized really, really quick, there are so many avenues, you know, you can go in real estate. You know, we're on the, you know, right now, Traction Real Estate Investments is primarily a wholesaling company. But you know, you can do flips, you know, you can also connect with someone and learn about short-term rentals. You can also learn about seller financing and do a whole entire business off of creative financing with sellers. So like, there's just so many things you can learn. It's really about, what I've learned is it's really about picking what takes the least amount of energy and makes you the most amount of profit. But you can get caught up in doing X amount of things, you know, under this giant umbrella of quote unquote real estate. So,
Absolutely. So you guys have, your primary business focus is the wholesaling concept?
Right now, yes.
Right now. So how are you guys holding anything in terms of trying to create cash flow, or, you know, you're just kind of leveraging, getting out and you know, moving those papers essentially?
Yeah. I mean, Lauren, you can speak into that and then I'll build on.
I mean, why don't you answer that? Because you obviously know that better than me. I mean, the money's going in the bank. So
Yeah. That's, you know, from a wholesaling perspective, that's all the hedge risk, right? So we just felt in terms of kind of where our business model was at, and then our best point of capitalization within our current market cycle is we just felt like wholesaling is our best option. So we'll get creative, you know, from we haven't necessarily dealt with a ton of novations right now, or even creative financing sub two. What's that?
I love novations.
Love novations. So we typically are on the wholesale front, anywhere from like probably 3 to 7 properties a month right now on the wholesale side. I think we did about like 12 flips last year. So we will take some down and then flip. And we do, you know, obviously land deals. We do everything pretty much across the board in terms of where we need to be. Right now we're in a creative finance deal, owner finance for a short period of time on 2 mobiles. And then and then to basically turn and like waiting for refinance on the backside. So we'll get like pretty creative. As far as a hold pattern in any of our deals, we are not holding much. We will only be holding multifamily in terms of like our acquisitions that make sense. So that's one thing that Lauren's gonna be incorporated into. You know, she was baptized by fire definitely when she came into Traction, and we were just throwing stuff at her. She was drinking out of a fire hose. And she's done just an amazing job as far as the amount of retention she's had. And now at the point, it's understanding kind of the multifamily layer. So we've amped up our marketing specifically to look at multifamily. Both, we have right now under our current capital umbrella, we have our biggest is a 279 unit. We have 167 unit and 82 unit. We just sold off 100 doors, and then we have some strip
So you're
malls.
looking to wholesale those units that you have that under contract, or you're holding those?
No, those are hold ones. So those are part of our syndications. So that's where we eventually, obviously that's where all this kind of segues.
Okay.
Traction what we created Traction for was essentially a fundamental foundational base for then to create cash flow. So that's the cash flow operational company. I call it the marketing layer. That's like extremely instrumental into any organization, right? So that's what I call the marketing layer. Now our hold layer is multifamily. So those ones are vertically integrated with one another. So I did a little backwards. I got into multifamily first. So our first positioning of multifamily, I had 100 doors. I had a strip mall, so I was negotiating triple net leases. And then I'm like, man, this commercial real estate, it definitely takes a little bit longer to get your paydays, right? So, I mean, I literally just got a strong payday on a commercial real estate acquisitions, but it took me 3 years to get there, right? Yeah. So, and that was the repositioning of an asset. We're repositioning all of our current multifamily doors right now. And then we're also working on a land entitlement deal. But again, that's like an 18 to 24-month payday before it comes back. So they're very, very long periods of time before you can actually get your payday. So what's going to be the filler balance that allows you to like still maintain the ebbs and flows of real estate? And that's why I love, the residential and the smaller multifamily real estate as well, because that is such a fundamental layer. And so where we need to just
Matt, I just want to interrupt you for a second.
Yeah.
Because you said something that was very important. Okay.
Yeah.
And that is because if you look at the industry and the trend and the neat thing to do, right, is, hey, let's go get a bunch of cash flowing assets or portfolios, apartment buildings. But people don't realize, wait a minute, it takes time to see the cash, right? Whether from a rental perspective, right, on a monthly basis, or if you're gonna, if it's a value add to do the value add to it and then refinance and recoup those funds, it takes time. But what happens in the process, right? There has to be something coming in, and I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, it seems like you have it structured where you're holding, but you're also wholesaling to get through the flows, feed the families, enjoy life, and be able to have a sustainable business.
100%. Yeah, it's a complete foundation element. So learning.
Was it always I wouldn't go. Or did you kind of have some experiences that made you say, hey, this is kind of the better traction, no pun intended, right? Better traction to kind of go through to kind of set things up properly?
It's a little bit of both. It was trial and error. It was, I had, cash flowing rentals in terms of an Airbnb. For me, the scalability of Airbnb really isn't there for me. I think I would rather own a hotel than run, 12 or 14 Airbnbs out of different locations. So from my perspective, it was a kind of a necessary evil in terms of how you're going to create additional cash flow, right? I already had an operating company in the Airbnb approach. I decided that a direction needed to be taken. So I hired our director of marketing, Jamie, was the first hire on that side. And we grew it for a couple months, identified Lauren as our director of operations. And Lauren came in and really was able to lead really, really well and spearhead that effort in terms of scalability and growing in the wholesaling. It was kind of like a segue there. I had already invested in a couple multifamily deals that we raised capital for syndications. So I understood the general partnership syndication element. So I almost I felt like in reverse a little bit because I was learning, the commercial side of things. If I had to recommend anything to anybody, it's really getting a real strong focus on a core niche. Specifically, wholesaling is a great kind of base to really get off the ground and then eventually lead into commercial deals. I don't regret it because there's a lot of wholesalers that can't talk the lingo, right? That's one thing that I feel like
exactly know what you're saying.
When Lauren talks on the phone, like when you hear from us, right? And Lauren's going to be talking on the phone with somebody, like she's brought in by our acquisitions team. Hey, let me bring my manager in. Lauren will get on the phone and like with a buyer, and they'll be like, who the heck is this? Like, this isn't your normal like wholesaler, right? Like people
Right.
will be like, oh yeah, she knows a lot more than most, right? So
Agreed.
it's kind of one of those things where we represent ourselves in a much different way because we're able to posture up, put our shoulders back and say, hey, look, this is kind of this is how we're operating, right? So
that's another great point, Matt, because a lot of people, when they get started, they find themselves always constantly chasing. But one of the things that I reflect on myself, and I encourage other people to do when they speak with me is, what does a Matt 10 years from now? What does a Lauren 10 years from now? How does Matt and Lauren make decisions if they were 10 years further ahead? And then what that allows you to do, at least me, it kind of calms me down. It stops me from chasing the deal and then looking at it from a logical perspective, like, man, 10 years from now, I'm going to be financially X, this, and this. I'll be much calmer, et cetera. Right? Because a lot of people who get into the game, they're probably in a financial bind or a financial stronghold where they're trying to get their family or themselves to the next level. So they're willing to chase after anything. Right. And then when you kind of take a step back and take a deep breath, it helps you realize, like, this is really not a good deal. This is not part of the niche focus, right? The Lauren and Matt 10, 15 years from now in their business, they're focused people. They're aligned in their vision. They're aligned in what they're trying to do. And then what you say is so important for people to understand, because it helps you really narrow in and get rid of the shiny object syndrome, right? Push it out and you just say tunnel vision on what you're trying to accomplish.
One thing I'd have to mention, and Lauren's gonna build onto this, because I love the dynamic of like kind of how you're bringing up the empower piece, and I don't want to miss out on that because that's like a really a core influence within our company, and how we look at honestly deal by deal. But we structure our company based on our mission, vision, and core values. We have a mission within our company is to empower and encourage our team members daily so that they can become a better version of themselves, right? Our core values are to be bold, be honest, be humble, and be transparent. And if we're going to fail, because we want to fail, and we're going to fail fast, but we're going to fail forward. Yeah. And one thing that Lauren's been able to do, so we have one-on-ones, and Lauren will talk about it in detail, but Lauren kind of climbed through of where our one-to-ones need to go. And we kind of need to hone in and strategically on like our individuals in our meeting, but bringing those to a both personal and professional footprint on where individuals are headed. So our empowerment is really a core within our company. Lauren, can you talk a little bit about the Rosebud and Thorn and how that encapsulates our business?
Right. So when we try to have one-on-ones like every month, we'll basically make sure that we write down like a Rosebud and Thorn, and basically they all have to be answered for personal and professional. Okay. So the rose is like, accomplishments. It's what have you accomplished in the last 30 days that you're proud of? What have you personally done? What have you professionally done? And then the bud is basically like, what's on the horizon, like, what are you looking forward to in it can be the next 30 days before your next one-on-one, or like something, that you think about for your next 6 months or a year. It's a horizon thing. And then the thorn is like, what am I struggling with? You know, what has been difficult for me personal and professionally? It's really ultimately like something that we abide by just to get full transparency on everyone's part. Just in case, you know, when you see the thorn is, you know, something that on the personal side is like, oh, like, you know, I'm really struggling with my family right now. We have someone on our team who like supports their entire family, right? And so like if something's going wrong personally in that household, you know, it's good to know that that's going on so that there's a way that we can help it, obviously.
Guys, I gotta say, I love this. I mean this because you know why? So many business people do not care about these things.
Right.
They don't worry about it. They always look at his numbers, right? Data, this, that, and the others. But what you guys are doing, it's like you're creating a family, a big family, right? Bringing in people, knowing that we're all humans and we all have back of word shit going on, right? Everybody has something going on in their life in different stages. We just don't know where they are. And the fact that you guys do this on a 30-day rolling basis and then to see, hey, are they improving on the thorns? How are the roses, you know, kind of blossoming more and more? I mean, I love this. I'm sorry, go ahead, Lauren. I just wanted to say that.
No, you're good. I appreciate that feedback because it didn't, you know, it wasn't something we did right off the bat. You know,
Right.
This was something that we started implementing a few months back. But like, you know, since then it's really great to have full transparency because then you also learn, you know, within the team, you know, do people want to focus on, you know, certain things in their role more and then certain things on their role less? Okay, well then how do we delegate that out to maybe add on another team member, or how can we have someone, you know, kind of be cross-referencing two jobs at the same time because they feel like they're better at one specific thing.
Yeah. So, you know, a great book for that. Maybe you've read it already. Traction. One specific thing is a right person, right seat. Right. And that was so important when I read it. I have a social media side, right? That editors, managers that handle all the content. And the person that I had brought on originally, I brought him on my cold calling side, and I was doing this on a monthly, a bi-weekly basis, just having calls, touching base, see how things are going. And I asked them straight up. I said, hey, you know, how are you liking it? How are you liking your position? How are you like, you know, is this something that's fulfilling? And the gentleman told me, he's like, look, you know, I'm doing this because it's just, you know, it helps me take care of my family, but you know, this is not really what I'm really great at. I'm like, okay, well, you know, what are you really good at? Like, what's your thing? Like, I do Broadway shows and I'm really good with social media. I'm like, really? So I was like, you're saying that if I were to put you in a social media role where you would be editing and creating content for me, or you would enjoy that more? He's like, yeah. The next week I moved him over. He started out as just like an associate level, a virtual assistant too. Started out as an associate level, just came on. He's now managing 5 people underneath him. Right. So like when you take the time to understand what people really, what excites them, because real estate has a lot of factors, a lot of places where people can fit in. When you can fine tune by what you're doing, by having these monthly discussions, man, you're gonna really get like squeeze every ounce of drop of orange juice out of that orange that you're gonna have in your hands.
That's huge.
So here's a little thing, right? So you guys are bringing on people onto your staff, right? Onto your team. Not everybody's probably coming from a entrepreneurial mindset. Some of the learning experience that I'm noticing is, and this is me as well, when people come from W-2, where they have bosses, other people, they seem to feel afraid to make mistakes because they feel as though they may get fired or the level of consequence may be too great to make that type of a decision. How are you guys having this 30-day meetings with your employees? How are you guys empowering and helping them overcome their own psychological barriers?
Yeah, it's a good point, and that's part of the process of redefining failure, right? Our culture says if you fail, cancel it out, right? Just cancel it. And redefining failure is like a huge thing. You know, I look to fail every day, right? I want to fail in my workouts. I want to fail in business. I want to be able to learn, right? And that's you know, from an intentionality, am I going in to fail? No, I'm not. I'm not like, hey, yeah, I want to fail at this, right? I'm not going in with complete negligence and doing just whatever to fail. But you know, there's a John Maxwell book called Either You Win or You Learn, right? Okay. And Traction's how we got our company. So like, I just want to add that Traction is, our company is named after the book Traction. That is where the name is derived from. So we, when it originated in 2019, I was reading Traction at the time. I'm a big reader, but John Maxwell has a book, Either Win or You Learn. And so failing is just part of a mindset, but like part of the process of failing, right, is that's one of our core values. We want to be bold, and when we fail, we're just going to fail forward. And so we get to learn from it. John Maxwell also says one thing about failure, though, if you fail and you got knocked down, and you fail again and you get knocked down, you probably should stay down for a minute, think why you're failing, right? And then get back up, so you learn from it the next time. So one of the big things is that we have in our company, and Lauren will tell you, you know, we spent multiple tens of thousands of dollars on you know, different marketing campaigns, and last year, and they didn't work out. And Lauren's like, why the heck do we keep doing this to ourselves? Like, we got to figure it out. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to figure this out together, though. And so we're navigating some stuff, but I think she can even say, like, we learn from it. We process through it. We kind of get our collective heads together. And Lauren just shares her input. I share my input. And we kind of come with a best strategy, right? And we've just really done this kind of organically. And then, but really what it comes down to is redefining failure. I think that there's I have 3 little girls, and obviously we employ a good amount of women within our organization. And one of the things, I'm a feminist at heart. I love just empowering women. I love empowering my wife every day, and my 3 little girls I cherish. But there's this woman entrepreneur called Sarah Blakely. I don't know if you ever heard Sarah Blakely, but she started up Spanx. She just sold off to Blackstone for, I think, a couple $1 billion. And one of the things that her dad, she's actually from Clearwater, Florida. But one of the things that her dad did with her was when they come to the dinner table, he would ask them, "How did you fail today, Sarah? How did you fail today?" And then they would celebrate that. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, like, all right, how do we learn from it now? How do we get a little bit better tomorrow?" And so the book Atomic Habits is huge because we get to learn from our failures, right? We get 1% daily improvements. And that's what Traction is all about. How do we do our 1% every day just to get a little bit better tomorrow? I'm not trying to like look over here and see this, like, you know, this dude's doing $200,000 deals. This one's doing 100. Like, we're staying in our lane, gaining traction every day, getting 1% daily better. You know, that's ultimately how you galvanize and grow. But we're definitely learning from our failures. We definitely have failed. You know, from my standpoint, like, it's from, like, I failed. I just try to cast the vision as much as I can, and then we kind of roll from there. But you know, Lauren, you can speak into that too. That's just kind of like how my mind works, though, is I want to fail. I actually want to fail fast, and then we fail forward. We'll learn from it and fail forward.
Yeah. No, I mean, you pretty much, you got it all down. I would say that's
good. I love the fact that as being entrepreneurs and running businesses, you have to come to the acceptance of saying failing is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I struggled with it for so long in the beginning stages when I started the company up. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, I've just felt like every time I would fail, somebody was going to yell, or I was going to have a consequence. Mm-hmm. And then when I look over to my right and to my left, and I'm like, wait a minute, I am the show. Like I have to, there's no one, only consequences if whatever I impose on myself. And in terms of that, it's like, okay, well, the consequences, I either keep going or I quit. And quitting was obviously not an option.
Right.
But I do believe what you said, society has a misrepresentation of what failure is. Failure, like you said, I'm going to start implementing what you just said to me is you guys celebrate failure. And it's not to say that, hey, go screw up over and over in the same thing. Guys, that's not what he's saying. Okay. Just so we're clear, Matt is not saying keep making the same mistake over and over. Learn from it so that you can be better. Right. And that's how you can grow your business and flourish it. Now, do you have your employees, do you put your employees in like seminars and training things to help them kind of gain more knowledge and access to really better perform within your organization?
That's one thing that we want to incorporate more and more this year. So we have our annual goals, and that's incorporating that in there. We do some paid seminars. So like we have some educational training and various things that we have. But that's one of the things, because we have a very we have pretty large, our team's virtual. So that's how we're looking to grow in terms of this year of incorporating a lot more of that masterminding together. I'm big on masterminds. And so that's one of the ways that we would really want to grow together this year. And Lauren could speak into that too. I don't know if she signed up for one, but I'm a huge proponent for masterminds.
Yeah, I haven't really done a lot of the in-person masterminds, but I bought, from being in various Facebook groups. I would say, I don't know if a lot of the people who are watching this podcast are on LinkedIn or Facebook, but I found unbelievable connections on Facebook and in the groups. I don't know if it's just because it's the Florida groups that I'm in for the most part. There's thousands and thousands of people trying to get in this space. So I see, people trying to connect with me every day, but the relationships that I have built just through Facebook, I would say like alone have, brought me to various courses from people that I look up to. And, I've bought a few courses myself just to really stay educated on, just different avenues that you can always go in real estate. So I would say, not so much of Matt goes to a lot of the in-person masterminds. But okay. I've bought a few courses and I just, spend a little bit of time, a few hours a week, just like educating myself, or like on a Saturday, and it's not even like, I have to do it this Saturday. It's like, if something comes up and a friend wants to hang out, like I'll go do that. But it's really just for me, personal growth, knowing that, I am shaping my life, every day. So I have to take accountability for that.
Okay. I wanted to touch on something, Matt, you mentioned, but Lauren, I want to ask you. So you guys are completely virtual. Is that safe to say? You guys are completely. Lauren, how do you find managing and operating and handling business being completely virtual? And this is a very selfish question. So people who are listening, this is when they answer, this is specifically because I want to know, because I've been tossing and turning about this concept. There's something about I enjoy, like if the three of us were sitting here, I just like, hey, we can pound, whatever, right?
Yeah.
There's like, and then like when you have a problem that comes up, you can get to the whiteboard and have the team draw through, right? So how are you guys making the virtual company concept work? What are the pros that you're seeing? And then I guess, what are some of the cons that you're seeing that you're trying to overcome?
I love this question. Lauren, our core values, be transparent. So be transparent.
Yeah.
And Lauren laughed. So Lauren, I know if you're giving me like some cover soft sell answer.
I mean, I'll get down and dirty with the answer. It's not easy. So, I'll start off with some pros. Obviously it's you know what, I have like one big positive thing to say, and then I'll kind of move on to the frustrations that I'm sure other people can, completely resonate with on me. But, I would say a positive is you learn to be a lot more patient, because an answer that you might have that would be portrayed in person will not happen over the computer. You know what I mean? So you learn to be a lot more patient with, teaching, because teaching over the computer isn't the same as teaching in person.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say you get a level of, patience within you when you have to repeat yourself a few different times in a few different ways, for someone to have clarity on something. I will say, and whoever, is obviously watching this probably feels the same way, but it's very difficult, having a virtual team, because it is so much easier to just explain things in person and all be together. Right. So a lot of it is not really messaging each other. We use Facebook Messenger. That's what we use. I'm sure a lot of team use Slack, which is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times you have to pick up the phone and you have to call them, whether it's a 3-minute call or a 10-minute call, however long it takes to explain, the answer is how long it takes. And so you spend a lot of time during the day kind of explaining in the beginning. I would say for the first, few months, it is really like that. The first few months that Matt and I worked together, we had to work together in person, because I cannot imagine what it would have been like being virtual, because there was just so many questions, so many nights where, we had the office in his backyard. So I would go over there, and there were nights, I was there till 8:30, because it was just there's so many things.
Yeah, that 90-day period probably would have turned into a lot longer had you have to do it.
Oh gosh. Yeah. And so many more question marks, so with knowing that personally, and then adding more people to the team virtually, you just learn that it's a longer learning curve. It's a much longer learning curve. So difficult, but it's just time.
Yeah. So it seems like you need a lot more patience to be able to handle the virtual side in terms of the aspect of communication and teaching and whatnot.
Yeah. And full transparency, I'm not a patient person. So, all in all, I mean, I wouldn't be a person that would describe myself as a patient person. So it's definitely a struggle for sure.
Could you
guys explain
for 1 second?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, they're doing a flip and some issues. I was like, hey, it's gonna have to wait for a moment.
You're good.
So
how about now some of the pros that you're seeing?
So like I said, I've had a lot of patience. I've learned a lot of patience. And then, what? Another great positive thing is you learn, instead of explaining things without documenting, you do the opposite. You have to document things now to explain it again.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you're doing yourself a favor. Whereas I could turn to you and I could say, oh, well, this is how you do it. Well, now being virtual, instead, you have to say, okay, I'm going to set up something on our CRM for you to look back to, and it's going to be placed here. And then this is this SOP for every time you have this question. So
isn't that huge?
I would say those are the two biggest positive things just off the top of my head that I could come to right now, because, you learn yourself, okay, I don't want to repeat this to the next person that comes on. This needs to be taught, by this person. And then there has to be a system and an SOP for it. Otherwise, you're going to be running in circles.
That has been the number one lesson that I've learned, is everything was between these two ears. And when I tried to bring people on, it was just too chaotic, because everybody was spending the same time doing the same thing. So then we started documenting every single step. And the best way I say is, if my 12-year-old or 9-year-old cannot understand this, it's not simple enough. It needs to be very simple, not long and lengthy, and really organized and written down, so that if you hand this over to somebody, they can follow along and execute that action.
100%. Yeah. Every level of resistance, and whether it be a transaction or anything, can be an SOP that moves forward. I mean, how many times we have our daily meetings? We've actually incorporated those now 3 days a week, but it's so many times Lauren will be like, okay, we'll turn this into an SOP. Like, this is our SOP going forward. Or I'll say, this is an SOP going forward. So we just have our standard operating procedures that we have that said, okay, this is what it is now, but like you should learn from it, and then it should be duplicated going forward. So documentation is so imperative. And that, I mean, that's business, right?
Are
And
you guys
anything.
using any type of software for the documentation, or are you just kind of like creating it on a Word document? Like, how are you guys trying to keep this all managed and organized?
We have flow charts, but go ahead, Lauren.
No, I was just gonna say, I would say the biggest organizational piece we use for what we do, because we're on the buy and sell side. So there's a lot of steps for the buy side. There's a lot of steps for the sell side. We use Trello because it's more visual.
Okay.
And then like within the Trello stage, there's basically like a Word document that explains what's going on in this stage. So if a card's in that stage, that's what has happened in that stage. So that's how we figured it out. I know that there, every day you learn that there has to be an easier way. You like think to yourself, oh, there's got to be a different CRM that can help us a little bit better. But that's what we've kind of just been working through, is just our
Okay.
That's just to point out, because Lauren's done an amazing job, but we've split it between our buy and our sell side. So we have our sell side CRM, and then we have our buy side CRM, and our sell side is Trello. So they really did. We just, it maybe is a little bit of redundancy of data, but it really just cleans things out, because we know what is a priority to be marketed. We know what needs schedule showing. We know what's going in our closing funnel. So it allows us to kind of just like push things across. So that's what we've done. And then our acquisitions team, which we just opened up an office in Nicaragua. So that is kind of the spearheaded, where they're kind of controlling the front side of the other CRM we use, which is basically a version of FreedomSoft. So we just split it up, and it works for us.
The one thing that came to my mind when creating all these processes or putting them in place was, like, if tomorrow morning I woke up and I wanted to sell the business, could I? And the real answer to that was no, right? Because in order for me to do that, I would have to sell myself. I was the knowledge base, and I was the one that knew everything pretty much. And when I realized that, I was like, wait a minute, if I can't hand somebody a manual or a book or something or an IT system that allows a person to pay me X and they can continue running the business, then this is really not a viable business, because I'll never be out of it. And so having those systems like you guys are developing and putting in place is extremely important. I like the fact that you guys have the buy and the sell side separated for, like, again, this goes back to one of your principles, being niche focused, right? Like your team that's working on the sell side is niche focus on the sell side actions, and then vice versa with the buy side focus.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that was some good stuff, man. So now, how has being in real estate, right, bringing us to kind of like our third E, which is the enrichment? What benefits have you guys seen, life changes personally, being in this? Both of you transitioned from different work careers into real estate. Is it what you had expected and hoped for, or are you still trying to fine tune more of that and kind of get to some of the goals that you set when you left your previous careers?
Yeah. So I would say my number one answer is relationships. It's brought unbelievable amounts of relationships of, where you can just find so much in common with someone who is going through something similar as you, and just, getting even just a deal done, the process of having a buyer who, like, let's get this deal done. Let's get this first deal done. It's like a relationship part. I think that that's an incredible thing that real estate has brought to my attention. In terms of goals, I would say, I have, personal real estate goals. Matt has, personal real estate goals, whatever those may be. Right now, this is kind of what's, I would say, pushing the needle forward on the capital side, but there are, vast amount of goals we can have personally in real estate that will like come to abundance one day. And that's just what I look forward to day after day, I would say.
Okay. How about you, Matt?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's the same thing. I've kind of gotten to the point of, I do real estate is absolutely a vehicle. So that's how I best, utilize real estate. It's a vehicle, but it's not the purpose of my why. I read a book by Simon Sinek, Know Your Why, right? And how do we explain your why? And my why daily getting out of bed is to empower and encourage others so that I can leave a positive generational legacy, right? And how do I do that? You know, I look at my controllables. My controllables, number one, is my wife. So I pray over my wife. First thing I do in the morning, I pray over my wife. My why is a purpose in my life in terms of how that's why I love kind of the concept of your podcast of building out into those, but and keeping it like focused on the empowerment piece. For me specifically, though, after reading this book, I'm like, yeah, I really need to be specific. So actually, when I bought the book Traction and read that in 2018, it was one of the things that actually inspired me to look at my controllables. So my controllables were always within my family, my four doors. And so we have a mission and vision statement within our family and core values, right? So I actually have those in front of my desk when I wake up in the morning. I see our family core values. But then, you know, what is the layered up in my why? My why is definitely very specific. You know, if somebody asks me, hey, what's your why? It's to empower and encourage others so that I can leave a positive generational legacy. What does that mean? It literally means that my first focus every day is to empower and encourage my wife. If I'm not doing that, if I'm not embracing that level of empowerment within my home, then my kids don't see that, right? And then I can't truly empower and encourage them. So, and then if I'm not, because that's the first thing that happens to me on a daily basis, right? I wake up usually between about 4:45 and 5:15 a.m. And I go through my habit stacks of what I need to do for that day. That's my me time. But I get up before my kids to really focus on, hey, how am I feeding me, right? And then I have to feed into after my prayer for my wife. That's actually the first thing I do. But like I get up before my kids because I don't want them to dictate the energy of the day. I want to dictate the energy of their day, and I want that to be a positive energy. So when they get up, man, I'm kissing them all, and I get to make their lunches every morning. So that's something that's just empowering to me that I get to make their lunches. I don't have to delegate that out. I make them. I'm putting really healthy stuff in there. I just get to do that, right? Every day. It's not that I have to, it's I get to. So I'm just empowering them that way. I get to take them to school in the morning. And then how is that how am I building that influence on my mind to then prepare myself for my team meetings, right? So how am I empowering Lauren every day? How am I empowering the rest of our team members on a daily basis, right? The only way to do that is if I can have my controllables, right? My controllables are within my four walls. Now it's outside of my four walls, but within my team, right? They're still my family. I tell them I love them. They're my family, right? Lauren's my family, James my family, Amelia, and so on and so forth. So how do I create and emit that level of positive influence, right? How am I embracing and empowering? So my goal, I have that daily goal of to empower and encourage, right? It's to influence and change just one. And then that has a compounding effect. So I have a very simple goal on a daily basis. Yes, do I have the overlying achievements of kind of where I want to be? We're starting up a product-based business right now that I'm super excited about. And then and real estate has kind of been the vehicle to really build that foundation. But I'm very into health and nutrition. So I have these goals because I'm goal oriented. But I know my single focus goal is to empower and encourage others so that I can create a positive generational legacy.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you anymore. Well said. Lauren and Matt, I really appreciate you both being on here. Thank you so much for making time. How and where can people get a hold of you? Drop your social media links, whatever. But yeah, how can people get a hold of you, work with you? What's the best way to get to you guys?
Lauren?
I would say through our website. We have a website, tractionhomeoffer.com.
Okay.
That website I think is going to be under construction pretty soon here. But we, if you just want to email the email that's directly on the website, it goes straight to me.
Okay.
I actually don't use Instagram anymore. I'm solely on TikTok. I absolutely hate Instagram. So Matt has an Instagram that he's pretty active on if anyone wants to reach out to him.
Okay.
But I'm probably best through email right now through the website. That's
Okay.
best for me. And then, I'd be happy to hop on a call with anyone who wants to chat.
Awesome. I'll make sure I add those links in this episode, so this way everybody has it.
Yeah, cool. Facebook's really you can follow me on the stories, but I'm Matt Tack on Facebook, @official Matt Tack on Instagram, and that's where I pretty much do a lot of our posting. You'll see me post a lot about the MSB method, the mental, spiritual, physical. So if you want to follow there, but @official Matt Tack's the best option for me on Instagram. And then I'm as well on Facebook, but a lot of my posting is actually done through Instagram, synced up with Facebook. So would love to connect. It's been a pleasure, Amit.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And I'm definitely going to have you guys on again as we kind of evolve and grow throughout this year, and see where you guys are now, and then kind of touch base on where you are down the line, and kind of see what that growth looked like.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, sounds good. Thanks so much. Bye.
My goal is to do 1 million this year. We're already on track to do that, and actually I think we can hit 3 million this year.
Nice, man. I love it.